Chosen one. Something big is loading in your bank. Watch. There are moments in time when silence carries a thunderous message, when nothing looks like it's happening, but everything is being aligned. That's what this moment is. You're not late. You're not behind. You're not forgotten. You are in the middle of a divine upload. Something big, something supernatural, something game-changing is being transferred behind the scenes. Your name has been called in rooms you've never stepped in. Your information has been activated in a system that doesn't run on human logic. You may not see the outcome yet, but your bank is no longer empty. It's no longer on pause. Something enormous is loading in your financial field. Watch closely. Watch this video until the end, because what you're about to hear has the potential to shift your atmosphere and prepare your spirit for a release like no other. And write your warmest wishes in the comments and write amen along with the number 777. The universe listens when belief speaks. This is your chance to align with it in powerful agreement. Now, chosen one, like this video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel. And let's begin. This isn't about chasing or begging. This isn't about proving or striving. What's unfolding now is a supernatural order of events that is bypassing traditional systems and timelines. It is not concerned with economic charts, employment status, or even qualifications. It's about divine orchestration. God has seen the way you've waited, the tears that no one acknowledged, the effort that wasn't rewarded in the ways you expected. And instead of sending small compensation, he's sending something vast. Something structured in divine intelligence, something that reflects the fullness of your obedience and unseen labor. There is a divine cue, a spiritual lineup, and you have been moved to the front. But here's the part that will shake you to your core. It's already approved. It's already stamped. It's already in motion. What you are experiencing now, the delay, the stillness, the odd quiet, isn't denial. It's divine buffering. It's the sacred moment where the system uploads the wealth, the favor, the solutions, and the abundance into your field. You're about to receive proof that your patience wasn't empty. God's been organizing something big in your name. And this is no ordinary deposit. It's not just extra cash. This is multidimensional abundance. When it hits, it will affect every area of your life. You'll see your atmosphere change. Relationships that were draining you will exit. Opportunities will appear without your effort. You'll receive confirmations that you didn't request. People you forgot about will reach out, and strange coincidences will bring things you lost right back to your hands. The financial overflow is just the beginning. The spiritual currency attached to this move is unexplainable. It's important to realize what kind of loading we're talking about. This isn't a slow trickle. This is a heavenly data transfer. Every second, every breath, every hour that passes is processing something behind the curtain. Imagine a server that carries your name and heaven's instruction. Every obedience you've walked in, every temptation you've resisted, every moment you held on when it was easier to give up, those things have formed a code. And God has used that code to authorize this enormous spiritual transaction. You were not overlooked. You were being coded. The moment God entered your situation, it became impossible for you to end in defeat. He stepped into your space not to just encourage you, but to bring an entirely new system into your life. The old framework is being dismantled. Your past patterns, your financial limitations, your generational restrictions, everything that capped your growth is being replaced. What's loading now is not built on old rules. It's built on divine freedom, supernatural economy, and covenant grace. You've entered the realm of sudden reversals. There's a reason why things felt uncertain, why life felt paused, why certain doors seemed to close just when you were ready to walk through. God was protecting what's loading. He was shielding the process from corruption, from envy, from theft, and from your own premature access. Because what's loading in your bank is not just money, it's legacy, it's movement, it's spiritual proof. It's the evidence that you are who He says you are. You may feel like you're doing nothing right now, but in the spirit, The system is running. You may be still, but the kingdom is active. The angels are moving. The vaults are shifting, and your bank is about to catch it all. You'll wake up to notifications, to sudden news, to messages that make you sit down and praise. You'll realize that God doesn't need a stage to perform a miracle. He just needs the right moment. This moment is nearing. This isn't a dream. This isn't your imagination. This isn't just a nice thought to comfort you. It's real. It's happening. And the reason you feel this restlessness inside, the reason you're drawn to this message right now is because your spirit recognizes that it's near. You can feel the divine code being entered. The heavens have logged into your account. The divine ledger has marked your name. And when God's numbers hit the screen, there's no overdraft, no rejection, no insufficient status, just increase, just overflow, just wealth with your name on it. You might wonder why now? Why is it happening today, this week, this month? Because the divine clock doesn't follow human. It follows alignment. And the truth is, your alignment has matured, your heart has been tested, your humility has deepened, your gratitude has grown, and now you're not just ready to receive, you're ready to carry it. God isn't just sending something to you, He's expanding you so that when it arrives, it stays, it multiplies, it blesses others through you. This is more than a moment, this is movement. God is positioning you to be a distributor, not just a receiver. And that's why the Bank of Heaven is sending something big. Not because you asked louder than others. Not because you fasted longer than everyone, but because God knows you won't waste it. He knows you'll protect it. He knows that when you receive, others will feel the echo of your overflow. And that's why this transfer is personal. That's why it's powerful. That's why it's happening now. If your natural bank account doesn't reflect what you've been hearing in your spirit, don't be discouraged. Your earthly numbers haven't caught up yet. But the spiritual vault has already opened. The upload is already in progress. There's a bridge between the supernatural and the visible, and that bridge is thinning. Very soon, what's been invisible will crash into the visible realm, and when it does, you won't have to explain yourself to anyone. The proof will be undeniable. There's nothing random about what you're feeling. The urgency, the anticipation, the peace that comes and goes. These are all signs. It's heaven's way of tapping you on the shoulder and saying, prepare. Because what's coming is going to shake every system around you. People will wonder how it happened, how you went from waiting to walking in abundance. But only you and God will know the cost. Only you and God will remember the nights of tears, the prayers whispered in silence, the sacrifices made in private. And because of that, the reward will be loud. The moment is drawing close. The transfer is loading. The breakthrough is in its final stage. All you need to do is remain alert. Stay tuned. Let your soul recognize the signals. You are not crazy. You're not imagining things. You are not being over-spiritual. You are responding to divine cues, and your bank is about to prove it. Now breathe, rest, let the upload complete, because very soon your life is going to look like what God promised you. There's a moment when a spiritual echo gets louder than anything in the natural. That moment has arrived for you. It may not have shown up in your notifications yet. It may not have come as a deposit alert or an email of confirmation, but in the realm of God, the transfer is already complete. And now the delivery is in motion. You've stepped into the spiritual lane where the impossible turns into your new normal. The invisible forces around you are rearranging to prepare for this fulfillment. Heaven is working without interruption. God is moving without delay. The angels assigned to your name have not taken a break. While others are sleeping on you, the Spirit is awakening the system. The divine update has already been released, and your name is coded into the next great financial movement. This isn't wishful thinking. This is a spiritual fact waiting to become a material event. In the silence, in the stillness, in the nothing seems to be happening space, the real miracle is forming because God doesn't show His hand until the moment is perfect. He doesn't release breakthrough when it's convenient. He releases it when it causes divine impact. And for that impact to happen, alignment must lead. That alignment, it's here now. You're standing in it. Whether you feel it or not, the ground beneath your spirit has shifted. The coordinates of your financial future are changing shape. And the system around you, though unaware, is being bent to favor your name. You might feel like your current surroundings are too dry, too resistant, too quiet. But this is the silence before the sound of increase. This is the calm before a spiritual thunder. You've been through delays that made you question everything. You've been surrounded by noise that tried to drown out the truth in your belly. But here's the truth. God never disconnected from your file. You were never removed from the system. Your account was never closed. It was just being prepared to receive something unprecedented. The upload is coming with a frequency that the world can't detect. It's vibrating through layers of resistance, moving through the walls of doubt, tearing apart the systems that tried to shut you out. This is not just about a number in your account. It's about your name being elevated, your household being restored, your assignment being fully funded. There are alerts you haven't seen yet, alerts that are set to arrive at the divine hour. These are not just alerts from banks or apps. These are spiritual alerts, signals that are going to manifest as miracles in the physical realm. You'll walk into rooms where your name already opened the door. You'll find that what you needed has been waiting for you to simply arrive. This is what happens when God decides it's time. No more striving, no more begging, no more hoping someone will see your worth. That season has ended. What's loading in your bank isn't dependent on validation, it's based on completion. Your process is done. The chapter has been closed. And now the manifestation must begin. You've crossed the invisible finish line, and the finish line in God's economy is the starting gate of overflow. And overflow is different from increase. Increase adds, overflow overwhelms. It disrupts. It spills into places that were never touched before. It affects people who didn't even know you. It turns systems upside down. That's what's about to hit your life. The kind of divine transfer that turns your testimony into a blueprint for others. Everything that looked like delay was actually divine timing. The closed doors, the forgotten opportunities, the connections that vanished, they weren't losses. They were redirections. The Spirit of God was holding space for something bigger, something holier, something more permanent. Because what's coming can't be shaken. It can't be reversed. It won't disappear after a season. It's generational. It's established. It's kingdom-level movement. And don't be surprised if the shift doesn't make sense to the people around you. Don't expect the logic of men to understand the language of divine data. This is why you were isolated for a time. This is why the crowd thinned out. This is why you had to walk alone. So that when the flood of blessing comes, it won't be corrupted by wrong access. Only those aligned will witness the truth of what's been released. It's not just money. It's your kingdom authority being backed with tangible results. This is bigger than personal comfort. This is about spiritual validation. God is making a public statement using your life. He is showing that his system overrides all others. That when he decides to bless someone, no gatekeeper can block it. That when he opens the vault, no algorithm can shut it. That when your name is called, it doesn't matter who didn't approve of it. He did. That's what's loading. Don't underestimate the beauty of this timing. You were brought to this very second for a reason. You're not watching this by chance. You're not hearing this out of boredom. You're here because your soul recognized the signal. And this message is the confirmation that your download from heaven has reached 99%. The final percent that's about to burst through an undeniable manifestation. You'll know it when your sleep feels different, when you wake up lighter, when you start smiling for no reason, when you start receiving unexpected communication. These are spiritual indicators that the veil is thinning, that heaven's answer is stepping into your timeline. And when that divine package hits your life, you'll understand why everything else had to wait. Because this is worth it. This is the moment where the Spirit of God disrupts your ordinary and establishes your extraordinary. This is the hour where the system that overlooked you must bow to the system that chose you. This is the divine collision of timing and purpose. And your bank, both spiritually and naturally, is about to overflow with evidence. You will not miss this. You will not be skipped. You will not be the exception to the blessing. Your data is active in the heavenly realm. Your transfer is in process. Your miracle is approaching with unstoppable velocity. So hold the space. Let your faith stay open like a spiritual portal. Let your spirit recognize what your eyes can't see yet. Because what's loading is about to land, and when it does, your whole life will speak one undeniable truth. God did this. There's a sacred shift happening. And it's not just spiritual, it's financial, structural, dimensional. You've entered a realm where your access is no longer based on effort, but on divine inheritance. What God is sending into your life is not from the labor of your hands, but from the weight of your calling. There is a vault opening above your name. And it's not asking permission from the world. It's authorized by heaven itself. This is the moment when what was hidden becomes public. When the code of your life starts to print blessings out loud, you won't have to chase anything. What's yours is on its way, with force, with glory, with velocity. Something divine has been uploaded to the field around your life, and the evidence is going to be so loud that even your enemies will be left speechless. This isn't just your season, it's your announcement, and God is doing it through your bank, through your name, through your life. There is a wave of divine backing surging through unseen networks. It's not based on human qualification or timing. It's based on spiritual readiness. Your internal world has been fortified. The fire you walked through refined your code. The rejections rewired your alignment. The delays deepened your obedience. And now the system has read your pattern and determined that you are no longer in waiting. You are in manifestation. Something big beyond your calculations, beyond your dreams, beyond your expectations is arriving like a storm of glory. This storm doesn't destroy. It restores. It recovers everything. Every lost seed, every missed opportunity, every stolen moment. Everything the enemy tried to rob from you in secret is now being returned with interest. And not just returned to where it was before, but pushed forward into overflow. The Bank of Heaven doesn't operate in refunds. It operates in divine recompense. And that recompense is being downloaded now. You'll soon look around and realize God never left. He was storing it all, building it, multiplying it, holding it until the right second, so that when it dropped into your life, it wouldn't just bless you. It would shock the realm around you. People who haven't spoken to you in years will hear about your breakthrough. Environments that dismissed you will now whisper your name. Not because you sought revenge, but because God orchestrated your arrival to prove that favor outranks all logic. And this favor, it carries weight. It's not light, it's not casual, it's not shallow, it's thick, it's unstoppable. It opens doors that no man can close. It signs deals without you sending a pitch. It moves your name into hands that never had you on their radar. This is what it means when something big is loading in your bank. It means heaven is securing your space on earth. It means God is planting undeniable proof of his promise in your everyday life. Don't let the silence fool you. The silence is a signal. It's what happens before divine sound. And the sound that's coming will be the kind that leaves your spirit in awe. You'll hear the sound of confirmation, the sound of transfer, the sound of doors unlocking, the sound of supernatural payout. It's the sound of heaven verifying your identity. Your spiritual account has already been verified, and now your natural account is about to reflect it. This is deeper than a blessing. This is evidence. This is manifestation. This is the proof that everything they said was delayed was really just reserved. You weren't being denied. You were being processed for something that would hold weight in the spirit and the physical. You've been trained in lack so you can manage overflow. You've been taught in silence so you can carry the sound. And now you're entering the proof stage. The bank is going to speak soon. Not just with a notification, not just with a number, but with a roar. Because this isn't just about finances. This is about the noise God makes when he elevates one of his chosen, when he raises you above the atmosphere that tried to drown you, when he floods your story with so much glory, no one can explain it away. No one can ignore what's happening. No one can dilute your moment. What's coming is bigger than just one answer. It's a divine ripple that will affect every part of your life. And in this ripple, the old rules no longer apply. Where you were limited before, you'll now flow freely. Where you were questioned before, you'll now be honored. Where you were under spiritual warfare, you'll now walk in kingdom wealth. The tables are not just turning, they're being rebuilt under your feet. And when you sit at them, you won't just eat. You'll host, you'll lead, you'll bless others. You'll become the channel through which divine favor flows outward. God isn't just giving you a portion, He's making you a storehouse. You'll have more than enough not to boast, but to pour. You'll be the one others call when they need a lifeline. You'll be the one carrying strategies, carrying solutions, carrying supernatural insight that turns ordinary situations into breakthrough moments. That's why what's loading in your bank is not small. It's not basic. It's not average. It's massive. It's multidimensional. It's legacy-level currency. There's a difference between waiting and loading. Waiting feels like nothing is happening, but loading is a quiet storm. Behind the stillness, systems are sinking. Codes are aligning. Portals are opening. The process isn't visible, but it's real, and chosen one. What's happening around your life right now is not a delay. It's a divine load sequence. A spiritual system is buffering with wealth, with favor, with fulfillment. God is stacking up what belongs to you layer by layer, level by level. It's not slow. It's sacred. The spiritual technology God uses doesn't glitch. It doesn't lag. It doesn't forget data. It remembers prayers. It logs obedience. It timestamps every act of faith you ever made. And now that system is responding not with a trickle, but with a vault load. Not with a handout, but with a divine payload. This is heavy. This is massive. This is holy. And when it drops, the noise it will make in the spirit will be undeniable.